Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. Hi guys, doing today? Welcome to a brand new video and welcome to yet another Russian Q&A. Once again guys, I went to my Instagram and asked you guys to ask me any sort of personal questions or questions about Russia, and I'm going to be responding to the best ones in this video. If you want your question to be featured the next time I do this, go over to my Instagram, follow it, and be on the lookout for the next time. Now usually what I like to do in these videos is to start off with just a completely ridiculous question to get you guys, laughing and shit. So this guy here is asking, I've read on an internet forum that Bolton Bankrupt is your biological father. I really doubt it, but is it true? I mean guys, what can I say? We are both tall as shit, and look, let's be honest, I completely ripped off his vlogging style. It's very true. But no, unfortunately, he's not. That's kind of fucked up, man. That's like dissing my real dad, but I just wanted to make a joke about, like, if he was my biological father, I'd be a UK citizen right now, and I'd be chilling, bro, so he is not. And I don't know what the fuck kind of forum this is where they spread ideas like this, but I want to join, and I want to have whatever they're smoking. Do you think Вкусная и Точка is gonna survive? If you guys are not familiar, I made a video about this recently. Basically, McDonald's has completely quit Russia, and a new sort of replacement McDonald's chain was opened in Russia called Вкусная и Точка, which literally means tasty periods. And right now, as it just opened, and right now the taste is actually exactly the same as in the old McDonald's. That's basically what everybody says on YouTube and stuff. But the thing is that I truly do believe that it's probably gonna become way worse, because I would honestly say that I kind of doubt that they're gonna have really good quality control, and this is what I mean. I'd say one fast food chain in Russia that had pretty bad quality control compared to the others was Subway. I think Subway in Russia sucked dick because basically it was just not regulated properly. Like, they were not looking over the franchise as much as McDonald's did, and now McDonald's doesn't have a hand in looking now over the franchise, so I feel like maybe potentially in a few months or a year, the quality of the new bootleg McDonald's is gonna go to shit. It will survive, but it might be on the same level as McBurger, but it's time the year ends. Who knows? As a Russian, do you prefer Baltica beer bottled or can? As a Russian, I'd never drink that garbage. I'm sorry, but Baltica sucks. Do you feel you managed to rebuild your life in Georgia, or are you still in a transitional stage? Well, this is a hot question. I would say in a sense, yes, I've rebuilt it in a sense that, like, I do have a life now. I've made a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances and everything. I do have like a day-to-day routine. I started going to the gym and shit. So yeah, it is rebuilt. I'm in a way better state than I just arrived, but I would say still, overall, all of this does feel like a transitional stage, in a sense that I'm not like naturalizing here in any way, right? I feel like if you leave your home country, it's always sort of a transitional stage unless you're finally like acquired like a permanent residency or like citizenship or something, and I'm basically a fucking bum, bro. I only have the citizenship of Russia and nothing else. I don't even have a visa right now, an open visa to go to Europe, for example, so I can't just even travel to Europe. I actually got a couple of questions as well asking me what I'm gonna do after like my, visa-free year ends in Georgia. Well, the thing is, I'm actually planning to go to some other countries, and if I leave and go back, my year basically kind of restarts. But actually, one thing I'm gonna do is that I want to try and get a residency status here, basically for the sole purpose of being able to get visas for Europe and stuff here in Georgia without having to go back to Russia, because I'm like a little bit iffy about that. So yeah, that's the move right now. But yeah, it definitely does feel like a transitional stage, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but I'm still having fun, I guess. What would have happened if you stayed in Russia? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest, I would be, I'm kind of like, not like going crazy hard, as far as, Russia bad videos or like Russian government bad videos. Obviously, that's my stance, and it's been like that for ages. But if I was still there, I would watch my words even more carefully. And also, I mean, I don't know, I just wouldn't be probably able to make money at all. Or I would have to resort to like only crypto or something. But like the recent crash and everything, I imagine that would hit me pretty hard. So overall, I would say, yeah, it wouldn't be a fun time. And also, like, the atmosphere there right now is, like, not the most fun ever. I don't think anything drastic would have happened. It's not like I had to, like, immediately escape or whatever. But I do feel like it was the right decision. How does nightlife in Tbilisi compare to St. Petersburg and Chelyabinsk? I don't know how to spell that shit, bro. I'm very offended. Well, I gotta say this. Compared to Chelyabinsk, my Russian hometown, it's way better. I mean, Chelyabinsk is fun too, but in Chelyabinsk, it's more so that, like, it's full of, like, gopnik places, you know what I mean? And you have a few sort of more hipstery sort of, youthful places, which I would love to hang out at in Chelyabinsk. But here in Tbilisi, I mean, it's pretty much everywhere, it's very hipstery, very hip, very youthful, very, very just nice people and shit. So, and actually the amount of cool places you can go to is wild, and they actually are really, really cool. So, honestly, I don't know if I can, like, give a decent judgment on St. Petersburg nightlife. I've obviously partied, but I've only lived there for 6 months, and I've only been here for, like, 3 months. But for me right now, honestly, from my personal opinion, it's, like, pretty close to St. Petersburg, which is kind of wild. Tbilisi is fun. I got a couple of questions about like weed culture in Georgia. It's not legal here, it's like decriminalized basically, so like it's technically still kind of illegal, but people do it anyway, and for like possession you can just like the worst thing that could happen to you is like getting fined. In Russia you go to jail, so that is a very big difference, and just the attitude here overall towards it compared to Russia is much more open. In Georgia, if like you're at a bar or any like public hangout place, somebody like lights up and, you know, smoking, you know, passing that shit around, nobody cares, alright? But if you do it in Russia, everybody's gonna be like that, oh, look at that, those guys are smoking weed, bro. Look at that shit. So yeah, it's very different. Just the, I guess there's less of a stigma about it here, and everybody fucking does it. So yeah, I like it here. What can I say? I've also gotten a bunch of questions which basically ask me if when do I think and how do I think Russia will go back to normal? Whatever that means. I guess the way the things used to be before, but you gotta understand the way the things used to be before, it was not normal either. And the more I look back at what was going on in the past, you know, 5 years and stuff, in the context of everything going on right now, it makes more and more sense, you know what I mean? Like, you can see how it was leading up to this shit, with all these stricter laws and, you know, foreign agent laws and stuff like that. Bro, I have no idea. I mean, you can watch my video I made about, like, you know, the Russia that I grew up in doesn't exist anymore. In that video, I basically said that I grew up with one idea of this country. You know, I was thinking that I'm gonna live in a prosperous sort of open country that's gonna have, you know, friendship and ties to, you know, Western nations, whatever, any nation. But that turned out not to be the case, and you know, I pretty much feel like this whole time I was sort of disillusioned, and I was trying to believe in the best, but like I really do feel like it's literally USSR too. You know how there's like this conspiracy theory about the fact that, you know, the USSR still exists? Those guys might kind of have a point, I'm not gonna lie. It's just the way it is. I mean, honestly, you know, the system has to be reformed very much. You know, people talk about political figureheads and stuff, but changing one person isn't gonna change anything. You have to rebuild everything from the ground up, and I think that is like just something that Russia and its population is just not ready for, and it's definitely not even, you can't even talk about that. And honestly, I don't know if this is fucked up to say, but it's like not a hill I'm trying to die on, you know? Yes, I do think it will eventually get better, maybe 20 years down the line, right? But 20 years is a lot of my life, okay? It's a big portion of my life, and I don't want to spend 20 years just waiting for the good life to just come to me, you know what I mean? I want to go out there and go to other places maybe and try to find a better life there. And there is this take online of people saying, you know, how you abandon your country in the times of hardship or whatever. I definitely do not agree with that. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but I'm not trying to waste my life for this shit, you know what I mean? Is your family safe considering what you say about the Russian regime? This is one of those questions which I just want to take in order to, you know, kind of tell you guys that it ain't that serious. I mean, it is. Like, I am anxious as fuck about all of this, to be honest, but like, you gotta understand, I'm kind of low-key a pussy. Like, I don't go too hard in my videos or anything. I don't say the forbidden words. And also with questions like these, and I get a lot of these comments as well, you know, from people saying like, Roman can talk about this because they'll, you know, they'll get his family. No, not really. I mean, you guys think this is like the gulag times of Stalin or something. It is pretty bad, but it's not like they gulag or kill your whole family if you say something out of order. So yeah, they're fine. It's not how this works right now. What made you start working out? What are your goals, and did Gatsu have anything to do with it? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I started working out recently, like a week and a half ago. Basically, I try to go every other day, and I'm not only trying to lose weight, because I've actually gained a shit ton of weight. Like, I'm almost like close to 100 kilograms now. By the way, last summer of 2021 I was like 85, which is like very good for me. So it was basically a combination of, first of all the New Year's, like, you know, food and everything, like celebration. Then it was the stress after the special military operation started, and then it was the stress of moving and stuff, you know. So yeah, I did end up gaining like fucking 10 or 15 kilos, something crazy, which you can kind of see, but it like doesn't look too crazy because I'm tall. It's not like super noticeable, but it is. And yeah, I also like, for my whole life I was like a pussy with no muscles or anything. So I was like, why don't I try and go lose weight and also try to actually gain muscle and be like be able to stand for myself, because I never really felt confidence. And now I started working out and I do already feel way more confident than I did before, which is Pog. And yeah, Gatsu is my friend Gigi from Georgia. You've seen him in a couple of vlogs. Yeah, he works out and he's got like nice arms and shit. So yeah, I'm like, bro, you work out? He's like, of course. And I was like, damn, I want to be just like you, bro. I'ma do this shit too. And now here we are. Grinds. Big gains, bro. I don't have shit, but like, it's nice to feel your muscles when you're not doing anything. I've never had that before. So yeah, right now what I can do in a gym is like pretty pathetic, to be honest. I don't lift like crazy weights or anything, but I just want to stay consistent and see where that leads me. And hopefully I'll look like less like a fucking skinny fat virgin, maybe in a few months. Penis. And the last one here. What was your ambition when you were growing up? What did you want to be? Deep. That is deep. Honestly, I don't know. I never felt like there was a point in my life where I like had a dream to become somebody, you know what I mean? I remember when my parents got me a computer for the first time and I started like playing a lot of video games and doing shit at school basically. I was like, mom and dad, you don't get it. I'm gonna become a cyber fucking I'm gonna become an esports guy basically. There was no esports back then, but it was like I'm gonna become a cyber athlete, bro. Because I thought like, bro, if I'm gonna just play video games all day, I'm gonna become so good. But the truth is that I suck dick. So yeah, at one point in my life I thought I'm gonna be a fucking esports pro, but that never worked out clearly, and I became a YouTuber accidentally, which I don't mind, to be honest. I love this job, if you could call it one, because motherfuckers in the comments always tell me to get a job because they think this shit is easy. Walk a mile in my shoes, bro, and then we'll see. Alright guys, anyway, I think this is gonna be pretty much it to for fuck. Sorry, I'm just kind of fatigued. I keep knocking shit around today. This is gonna be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, then please make sure to slap the like on it. Once again, follow my Instagram to be on the lookout for the next time I do one of these Q&As. You can donate to my crypto with your fucking worthless bitcoins because this shit is crashing down, to support me if you want to. That'll be fun too. I would very much appreciate it. And yeah guys, this is gonna be pretty much it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.